Well, Jean-Claude, thanks very much for taking the time to meet with me today. I really appreciate it.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you.
And really just excited to be here on the show floor at CoSN2024. As we were talking before recording, that we've met before, we've been to these events before. Kind of the first one post-COVID that seems like we're back to normal, whatever normal is. Maybe you can kind of give us a little bit of a feedback of what you're hoping to get out of the show. Why is Digital Promise here? How do you contribute to this conversation?
There's a real opportunity to get ahead. I think the pandemic provided a real view into the importance of ed technology in our classrooms, in our schools. The goal is to make sure that momentum continues and that we are better prepared for what may come in the future, to really understand how to leverage technology to improve academic achievement.
Yeah. When you look at the way things have changed and you look towards the future, everything seemed to be accelerated when it came post-pandemic. Actually, I refer to it as like the greatest beta test in ed tech history, right? We went to remote learning. All the concepts of what we would talk about at CoSN, which were theoretical, became a reality very quickly. When you look towards the future, talk a little bit about where you see technology taking schools.
So I've been a fan of technology for a long time, and I don't always believe that things sort of happen to a light switch. I mean, the issues of ed tech, the issues of emerging technologies have been with us for a long time. Now, we say at Digital Promise that AI showed up in education in 1975. So it's been around for a while. Yes, it's gone hockey stick. I'm a commercial pilot, for example. A lot of what I do now is I fly what is often referred to as a technically advanced aircraft. The fact is the digitizing of aviation has been in the market for decades, and it's moving quickly. I also emailed my team a few weeks ago talking about quantum computing. So on my honeymoon, I read, for example, the physics of Star Trek, and I was reading about quantum computing back 18 years ago. So I'm watching that evolution happening as well. It's going to come, it's going to hit us as well. So what I tell educators very often is please be crew and not passengers in the effort. See what's coming around the corner, understand your ed tech sort of philosophy and integration work, and make sure you stay ahead of it. You know, as one of my colleagues often says, what are you looking for in teaching and learning? What are your pinch points? And make sure you find the ed technology solution that's going to help you propel your kids to get to where they want to get to. So I am bullish. I'm excited about what is happening in education. My only worry is that the folks who are leading are not leading when it comes to ed tech. They need to lead with their tech. So your CTO, your chief technology officer needs to be on cabinet, needs to be sitting next to your chief academic officer and planning together. In so many instances, you don't see that. If we're to get that kind of coherence in school system, we can then demand what we want from edtech companies and really propel the work forward.
And let me ask you this, I mean, where do you see Digital Promise's role in all of this? I mean, what are the steps that your organization is taking to contribute?
Yeah, so when it comes to Digital Promise, we are really a unicorn in this space, in the sense that we have a large team of researchers who are always looking ahead, again, in finding the evidence base to make sure that we're doing things deliberately and with coherence. So our research team is powerful in the sense that they're technologists, right? They are learning scientists. They always go back to how kids learn and to make sure we all understand how to sort of make sure that is in play in our schools. And we also are leaders in technology. So we have, again, technologists, we have AI experts, but the wonderful thing about Digital Promise is that when you look at those two, we do everything in sort of in collaboration with our practitioner groups. So our League of Innovative Schools, for example, our Global Cities Network, we iterate together, so nothing comes out of Digital Promise without it being vetted through, the folks who are in the classrooms, leading schools, leading school systems, so it makes sense to the practitioner. That triad, that triumvirate is a powerful way of making sure that we stay close to the ground, but at the same time seeing around the corner on a regular basis. But again, doing that kind of work in collaboration with the CoSNs, with the ISTEs, with the One Ed Tech is really the way forward.
I mean, how can our readers, our listeners who are the attendees here at CoSN, but maybe who can't be here, participate more in your work?
Yeah, so there are a couple of ways. So one is, register on our website so you get our information. We have these monthly things we send out on everything we're working on. That's an amazing way of staying in touch. And at the same time, if we're looking for teachers, looking for folks to participate in a research and development project, they can really participate. But the more important thing is make sure your district apply to be a part of the League of Innovative Schools. About 155 districts now in the country. We look for the most progressive leaders in the country, and very often these folks are the ones we go to first and say, hey, we have a project with NSF, or looking at we have this thing called the challenge map that districts actually create. Show us what your pinch points are. We seek the funding to make it happen to the government or a national funder or international funder. Then we work together in finding a solution. So those two big ways, the League of Innovative Schools, and everything emanates from that, teachers, etc. And or, go on our website, register your name and email address. You're going to get our monthly newsletter every single month.